Hey y'all, Rochelle here, your delightful crafter. I had intended to be up here for y'all this past weekend, but if you caught my community post and my YouTube short, my daughter and her fiance adopted a 12-week-old Sphinx kitten, and I had the pleasure of grand-sitting her this weekend. I will say I got no sleep because she is sweet, crazy smart, more energy than any kitten that I've ever had, I think, in my life. She has Ginsu knives for hands. I am covered in all these little scratches. I mean, literally everywhere. She's a monkey. She likes to climb. Like, she had this thing about climbing over our head, being on our shoulders. I mean, no fear. None. And she likes to play at night when you want to sleep. I'm going to share this. So Saturday night, so a lot of y'all, y'all know I'm still going through the change. So I get hot at night. So I have to have the AC on and the 2 fans on. And being a Sphinx, she has no hair. So, and we wanted to keep her away from Karma and Mustache. Just because, so he flew on Wednesday to Florida to get her and back the same day. And they're trying to minimize her exposure to other animals, which I completely understand. Plus, I mean, Karma and Mustache aren't that welcoming to other fur or even non-furry critters. So she stayed in our guest room, and when I was home, I stayed with her. Of course, Karma cried outside the door. I felt like a horrible mother. But anyway, back to Saturday night. So I finally get to sleep, but the room's too hot. So I have the covers off of me, and I guess she was jumping all over me, and I wasn't acknowledging her, please to play. And she bit me on the butt. I'll tell you, I got up pretty darn fast. And you heard that right. I said she bit me on the butt cheek. Yes, I was closed, but I guess she was aiming for attention and she caught it. Needless to say, as adorable as she is, I was kind of glad to see her to go because I was really tired. I even woke up cranky, which I usually don't do. But anywho, y'all are here for the Spellbinders monthly kits. And mine actually arrived today, so I'm going to share it with you. I did finally get in the watercolor palette that I've mentioned. But I still have to label all of my half pans. Once I get that done, I will do the swatch video with y'all. So, just putting that out there. Anywho, so if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you stick around to spell. If you are new to Spellbinders and you're not familiar with their kits, I call it the whole shebang. I can't remember what they call it. They did go through a recent change that is not popular. That being, they got rid of the APGs, the Amazing Paper Grace dies, and brought in stitching dies, which I'm still not a fan of. So I think that was a big mistake they made. They pulled material out of the card club kit and added a 3D embossing folder. In my opinion, they should have just gotten rid of the old embossing folder and replaced it with the 3D. They should have left it at that. Left the card kit alone. Should have just left the APG alone and made the stitch die as an additional option. Because I really have no use for the stitch dies. But it is actually cheaper to buy the whole gambit of kits than it is to cut some out. So that's what I do. It's kind of like our Six Flags membership. It's cheaper to pay for 4 than it is for 3 or less. So we pay for 4. Granted, we haven't been in 2 years. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the embossing folders today. And I actually like them both, but I do prefer the 3D over the regular. So the regular embossing folder right here, I believe they're they're 5 by 8.5. 5.5 by 8.5. So, and it kind of reminds me of seashells, kind of, or a flower, or like an Egyptian fan, if y'all know what I'm talking about, that's on the end of those sticks, and they're going, woo, you know? That's what it reminds me of. So, there's that, and then I just dropped my embossing folder, the 3D. The way my desk is situated, it's hard for me to, like, get down there. All right. Okay. This one is called... It doesn't have a name. Oh, this is called... Oh, the Stylized Calla Lily is what this folder is called. This next one is called Tiled Motif. And I have to tell you, I am in love with this embossing folder. It is kind of hard to see there, but look at that. I think that is absolutely stunning. I could see... I would love to do like a deep burgundy card with gold ink put onto the folder and then embossed. I think that would be absolutely stunning. So I'm going to have to figure that out. So there's that. The next one, the other item that, you know, I've said I'm not a fan of. I mean, I do think the pattern is pretty. I'm not, the only part I'm a fan of, so here it is. This is the part that I'm a fan of, because when I see this, I think of a double wedding ring quilt, which I've made. So there's that. And here's their samples. I'm really not feeling this. So there we go. There's that. Now this next one, I am so excited. This is the large die of the month. And I love anything that's like 3D or like a shadow box scene. And, oh, I'm sorry. This is called the Nested Layered Stitch Petal. The large die of the month is called the Flowering Tree and Collapsible Card Base. The tree is so pretty. I was so excited when I saw the tree, and then I realized what it was. And the great thing about this is you can use this base to create all kinds of different collapsible card bases. You don't just have to use it with this set. And then here, this is like a really great tag die that like you can use. I like this size. This is a good size for like mini albums. So I love that. And then we have the tree, and you can decorate it in leaves, flowers, or like oak leaves, flowers, and then you got other different size flowers down here. That can be like acorns maybe, or like the center of these flowers. And then it comes with happy birthday. And look at that. I absolutely love the color combination of this right here. So love that. This next one, some of y'all know I'm really not a fan of butterflies. I mean, I like butterflies, but I don't go out buying dies, buying stamps. But this, I think I will definitely use this. And this is called the Floral Butterfly Card Front. So here we go. So this can mirror image. So if you want to mirror image it, you can do that. And it comes with sending, or just because. And then there it is that it's made. Really, really love this one. So there's that. I would love it if one of these companies would do some Nutcracker dies. I'm a huge, y'all know, I love Nutcrackers at Christmas. But, you know, there really aren't a lot of good Nutcracker dies out there. I know we've already passed Christmas, but, you know, it's my favorite holiday. I do think about it all year long. But so there we go. We have the small die of the month, the large die of the month, the stitch die of the month, the 3D embossing folder, and the regular embossing folder. Next, we have the glimmer of the month. So, is it Gemini that has their embossing, their heat embossing machine? And then Spellbinders, theirs is called the glimmer system, or the glitter, I can't remember what it's called. The glimmer foil machine. So there is a glimmer of the month. And so this month, this one is called So Kind of You. And we have another mirror die. So we can mirror this on two sides. Or you can just use this center. It comes with the sentiment, So Kind of You. There's even a die here if you want a scallop edge. And then you've got this die here that will cut this out so you can pop it up off the card. And with this one, they did a tone on tone. So blue cardstock with the blue foil, and the glimmer of the month always comes with a foil. And this month is this beautiful blue, and it's called Cobalt Blue. And I don't know that I have that one. So, you know, if you're new to, you know, and I say this all the time, but this is also for new crafters getting in it, realizing how expensive crafting actually is. This, you know, if you're looking at the glimmer system, this is actually a good way to get into it. You get one of these a month, and it always comes with a foil. And so the entire kits that I'm showing you, the whole kit and bundle, like I said, or whatever Spellbinders calls it, I believe with shipping, a month is like $107. So $107 is everything that I'm showing with you. And that is a pretty bomb price, especially when you compare it to like the other ones out there, because like Simon Says Stamp, I think theirs are anywhere from $35 to $45 a month, and you're just getting a box of assortments. I mean, the dies alone in this kit, this subscription bundle is fantastic. I mean, I'll make use of this, but anywho. All right, so on to so you can do a clear stamp of the month, or you can do the clear stamp and die of the month. So you can either just get it with the stamp, and this is called Butterfly Burst. Then we have The Best Is Yet to Come, Have the Best Birthday, You Are So Kind, and Just a Little High for Me. Then you got these additional flowers. To go with that, you have the Butterfly Burst die set. So you can cut out the butterflies. You can cut out this little floral spray here. And there is a die for each of these sentiments. So already we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 die sets already. So the last thing we have is the card kit of the month. So, again, if you're new and you're not aware, and I mentioned that there were some changes made. So one of the biggest changes, they took die sets out of the card kit of the month. They also took the 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and you got quite a bit, and they cut that down to, I think, 5.5, basically an A4 or an A2 card base topper. And they cut down the amount of envelopes and card bases that were included. And you usually got these really nice, thick, like 6x6 paper pads. And yeah, I will say I do like this kit this month. I did not care for the last one. So this month is called Be Yourself. And so here's the inspiration art. And here they're showing you putting it together. So, anywho, so it comes with some puffy sentiments. So we have Just Be You, Lovely Day. Remember, love, hey, true and kind together. Our sweet life, this day and happy. And then some other puffy elements. So now we have puffy stickers, and then we have like banner sentiments. You make me smile, a day remember, this makes me sad, keep on being you. So there we go. We have some sequins. I want a lot of this. Love that. The card kit always comes with tear tape and foam squares. And even if there's not enough squares, I use all of it. I'll take some scissors and I snip it up, and I use every bit of this little foam adhesive. So again, if you're new to crafting, they're providing you with everything except for like your blocks or your scissors. We have 2, 3, 4, 8. So you used to get 10 envelopes and 10 card bases. Now you only get 8. Now, this is our card stock. So they make it look like it's a lot. I like the 8.5 by 11 because you can use it for other stuff than just card bases. So we have that. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sheets of cardstock technically if you do that. So this beautiful like robin's egg blue. I love this green. I love green. I love deep greens, and I also like that light sage green. That. We have this, it isn't in-your-face yellow, but that will make some pretty flowers. And then this beautiful like blush pink. So there's the cardstock there. Like I said, they took out the dies. There was always a stamp set as well. So they took out the stamp set, the dies, and 2 envelopes, 2 card bases, and then they broke down the cardstock. We have these cardboard adhesive elements. So happy, sweet. I'm not going to read all those, but so you can pause it and take a look. And then we've got that side. So sweet it is. So there. lots of ephemera. So there's 2 of everything in here. I'm not going to pull it all out because we would be here forever. So we have the bus. Anything that you saw here, you're going to find in here. And some extras. Seize the Day. A lot of y'all know that's one of my favorite sentiments. Oh, look, there it is again. Rainbows. That's just some of it. Got some scallop here with some gold embossing. Lots of flowers. Celebrate every moment. So, like I said, I'm not going to pull it all out. I really do like this. Sometimes, just an FYI, when Spellbinders does like warehouse or vault sales, it's not surprising that you're going to find like elements of these kits. And when that happens, I do sometimes order like these elements or the puffy stickers, you know, because I really like them. The last item in this kit is the printed pattern paper. And I'm going to be honest, I did take a peek at this, and I love this color palette so much. And I believe it's only 1 of each, which is a bummer, but love that. There you go. Really, really pretty. So definitely a spring themed subscriptions. This color palette is right up my alley. The colors that pop are like just the right colors, and the rest of them are kind of like soft. There we go. It's still coming, y'all. Loving these bumblebees. And more embossing. There you go. Come on. I love that. I love this entire month. Well, except for the exceptions I've already shared with y'all. Love this. This is more like confetti instead of polka dots. There you go. We have more bumblebees, this time in a pink. And you can't see it, but the little bee flying lines are actually gold embossed. We have this awesome yellow gingham. This is kind of like, looks like a burlap or like chicken or screen, a window screen. There we go. We have more of those honeycomb, but this time in a yellow. And then little stitch lines that are kind of like the bees flying around. You know what I mean? So there we go. That is the March 2023 Spellbinders kits of the month. The whole caboodle, shebang, whatever. I'm not affiliated with them. I'm not sponsored. I pay for this subscription out of my own pocket. It's one of the few subscriptions that I've kept. This one, and so if you're new to crafting and you're looking to build up your stash, to me, Spellbinders and Tonic Studios have the best bang for your buck as far as subscriptions go. That is just my opinion. And I've subscribed to just about all of them. You know, was a cherry? Is it a cherry on top? Squirrel. a cherry on top, pink paisley, the Stampin' Up, whatever that is. I gave that up a long time ago. I just didn't think it was worth the money at all. Well, I guess it would help if I put all the cardstock in there, huh? I can't remember them all. I've been through a lot of subscription kits. Oh, not Tonic Studio. There's another Studio one. I think they completely dropped their subscriptions. I can't remember. I can't think of them all. I know there's many newer ones now, but anything that was a subscription within, I'd say starting about a year ago, anything older than a year ago, I subscribed to. And this one and the Tonic Studios ones are the only ones that I've remained subscribed to. So, anywho, any questions, feel free to comment below or shoot me an email. I respond, I believe, to all of my emails. I know I'm questioning myself. It's easier for me to do that because I don't get a lot, so makes it easier. Anywho, I hope y'all have a good night, and I think for a little while it's going to be twice a week for videos. If I go beyond 2, then yay. But, the spring cleaning, I'm getting ready to start carpet cleaning. I have some curtains that I need to alter because Karma thinks they're the best to, run her claws through. And I decided I'm going to cut them and make them kind of like a long valance instead of a full length curtain. Our washer is still broken. So for the past 3 weekends, I've had to go to the laundromat to do our laundry, which is a love-hate. I like how quickly laundry is done, but I'm not at home doing stuff. I could be at home doing stuff while it's washing. That's all I can think of at the moment. But there is a lot going on. But with that, I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all to pieces. Again, questions or comments, leave them down below or feel free to shoot me an email. With that, happy crafting. Bye-bye.